go with this. All right, so as you saw, the strategy uses two indicators, well, three, because I also have the Bollinger Band here. But essentially for
Yeah, I heard. I think I was one. And I know your
okay,
previous strategy, which was on metals and indices. You also have ADX, but here I go. I can actually in
I'm
15
really
seconds.
yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, but I think I did hear the fact that you just tell me, do you remember
Yes.
me teaching? Do you remember me teaching anything about binary.com to get overbought and oversold conditions? Do you remember
No,
anything like that?
not so far.
All right, no, let me get on to it because I'm really struggling to hear you. But basically, we use these three indicators that you see on the charts. But firstly, I'm going to show you where do I even get the idea of the indicators are just for entry purposes, but to actually know which trade I should consider, this is what I use. So I'll just quickly go to okay, I'm just going to open quickly my Chrome browser and show you something. This broker before binary.com, or that's the one I use. So just a second. Okay, so from here I'm gonna need to go to this. All right, so idea what I'm looking for here while it's loading. So let's say we have two okay, we are looking at only choose up or down, right? Okay, right now on Olim Trade, it says the profitability or the payout is 40 since I entered 50 here. All right, but you'd find that with binary.com, they have dynamic profitability payouts. So that means these percentages are constant. Essentially, it could be one of two things, right? They could be doing that to firstly balance their books. Maybe they have their own way of, like their own strategy per se, to know or to gauge where the market is on getting in a particular direction, since they know that, or maybe since their algorithm is telling them that the market. So it's one of those two things. So let me just go back to Chrome and show you what I mean. Oh, it's still loading. Oh, maybe it's because, okay, maybe let me just put it on the side like this. Am I sharing my entire screen, or you can just see?
No, I just see only.
Okay, let me show my entire screen. Sorry, one second. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, how about now? You can see my entire screen, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now look here. GBP JPY has 97% payout on the fall, and on the rise, it's only paying 75%, right? So let's look at GBP JPY on Olim Trade and see how it looks, so that you'll see what I'm trying to show you, right? Because you can see, I mean, why is it paying different pay? It should be the same thing. Okay, now we can see the market is just falling. Feel that right now the market will fall from this point. They are going to pay you 98%, but if you say it's going to rise, you're only getting 74%. So if you were me straight, just using these percentages as a guideline.
I think buy.
Why would you buy?
Because actually they should. Otherwise, they're not. I mean, any stock exchange pays you less for an asset which is much more probable. Then for the risky one, it pays you more.
Okay, well, I'm really struggling to hear you. I'm sorry, my network is terrible. The logic behind this is that.
But do you hear me now?
Obviously, okay, now I can hear you. You sound much better. Could you repeat your answer to my previous question?
For an asset which is, let's say, or for an action which is much more probable to give less than for what's called risk. I mean, where risk is less, it's more stable. When you're getting a high payout, that means it's more risky. Do you hear me? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I hear you. But
Hello?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, you are spot on. That's the logic that I use as well with this strategy. So now look, because we are going to take this trade actually. So that's the first part regards to the percentages. So now you see this very huge discrepancies in terms of the payouts here. One is 75, one is 95. So that's more than 20%. The lower payout is more probable, right? So we use that to actually then look for a buy trade on Olim Trade. Since Olim Trade is paying us right? I then have to see Olim trade, and I have to then. I think I might be late on this one, but it's fine. Let's take it. Okay, no, it's too high. It's too high now. I think it's gonna fall back, and then we're gonna take it again. All right. Okay, yeah. Once it falls, I'm gonna explain to you why I'm taking this trade. Okay, so I do understand my ADX. If you've been following me for a while, you'd know that ADX is one of my, in fact, it is my favorite indicator. So the yellow line, that's the ADX line here. Once it crosses the whichever line is following the market. So since the market was going down, you see a bunch of red candles down here. So that's the line that's above the ADX. So when it comes back to that, for me, is an indication that this move here, whatever move was this, was if it was a sell trade, the green line would be the one at the top. So whatever line that's coming from the top, but you'd obviously see that from the candles themselves, right? So if it was the market was going down, you'd be looking for a buy trade. And besides, since you understand now how the percentage is a lower percentage, right? So in this time around, we are buying. So once the red line here, which indicates the sellers, crosses the is likely to take a pause for a couple of minutes, right? And those are the minutes that we want to actually go into the market for, right? Because maybe this market is still going to fall, but there's just going to be a couple of minutes, just those few candles where the market, and then for now it's just going to take a breather and then maybe continue going up or continue going down. It doesn't matter. We just want to get in that. And those come back. So that's the entry that we use here. So I'm going to show you, okay, now it's a perfect time for me to enter. Okay, now I'm going to enter the market. All right, so now this is the perfect entry. So the ADX then tells me, after this crossover here, it tells me that okay, the downward move is going to and then I then look for this. I have two ADXs, as you mentioned earlier, right? So I then look for the lower one. Yeah, I'm going to give you the settings. The other one has 20 period, and the other one is 2. But I'll show you the settings later. But in the trade idea, all I then need to see is this green line here. The whatever that I want to do will be the line that's at the bottom here. Since I want to buy once the market pulls back a bit, but after this pullback, it's going to try and go down. That's the entry. We are going to get an entry. An entry is when since we are buying, so the green line will be the one that's crossing to come below the red line here. So this, for me, just this. So the second one would be a very good entry according to the strategy. So that's essentially the strategy. And then you of course give it enough minutes for it to be able to do this, and then be able to move in your enough minutes. Let's see how much time we have left. 1 second. Okay, I have 3 minutes on the first one and 6 minutes on the second one. Okay, right. But then just know that there will be times when this does not work on the first attempt, right? 1 second. All right. So I was saying there'll be times when this entry does not work on the first try. I'm not sure if you saw on the group, I gave out a signal here somewhere up there, the first entry. And then I said on the second entry, do 2 times the amount you went in with. So you're sort of martingale, right? So our first entry, right? But you will see the percentages for now, they've fallen like to 86 and 74. You will see this, it will go to something like 90% again. And then after that, we will take the trade again. Let's see. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to take the trade now. Yeah, I'm going to take the trade now because this line has also came back again. So we are going to take, but now since I think I'm going to lose this one, but the second one, I think I'm going to win it. So I'm just going to go in once right now. I'm going in once because I think I'm see. Just tell me, out of what I've explained so far, does this make sense, right? Does it make sense?
So far, yeah, I'll just have to check what type of currencies, or you're using any type of currency, but no, let's say Asia composite. This you don't trade, or you trade them?
I'm battling to hear you. You know,
this Asia composite.
Which currencies? Oh, okay. Well, right now, binary.com or Derive has current even stock indices like Nasdaq and all that, which are also available on Olim Trade. However, I found that with the, like these ones, Nasdaq and all that, they don't really offer much dynamics, don't change as much, right? The percentages don't change as much as they do on the, what do you call this? They don't change as much as they do on the currencies. Stick to currencies for now, right?
Okay, and the second question: you wait until the candle closes to enter the trade, or it doesn't matter for you? For example,
No.
on the ADX2, do you wait until it the candle closes, so you know for sure that it made the
Okay. Yes.
crossing?
Okay. Is sort of repainting during a candle. What you need to do is to actually wait for the candle to close and see that, but don't enter as soon as you get this crossover here. Once you and you see like one green candle, then you can enter on the second one. Like for instance here, there were a couple red candles here, and then we did not get a crossover up until this candle here. Next one, just like I did here. This was a perfect entry according to my signal. This one here, right? According to my rules, this was a perfect entry here, right? Because as you can see, firstly, the ADX has crossed the red line above there. The one below here, the ADX on the bottom, also the green line is underneath the red line, which is exactly what I want to see. So this here, 1, 2, this entry here was a B, right? So and then now C, okay. So let's say we lost this trade, which I think we have. And then after that, so this was the second trade. This was the second entry. I think we've lost two. Let's see. Oh no, just here. I think we've lost two. Yeah, we lost two because I went in twice, right? So I then need to cover the two that I've lost, and plus give me a one trade profit. So since I've lost two, let's say I win this one, to add two more entries here. So I'm going to take two more trades here. That's basically what I do. So I've just entered two more trades here. And to get a decent entry, try and wait for your first trade to fully expire, right? Don't martingale while the trade is still running. Like for instance, here, this was my entry, and then expired. That's wrong. Wait for the trade to fully expire and then enter, right? But since this was already a martingale of the previous trade, then it's fine. But if this is the first time you're martingale, because you're only gonna because usually this happens when the market has really fallen to a very deep level, right? Or risen to a very high level. So you usually get very good entries. So the next thing I want to show you is this now. Sometimes, because I do a lot of stuff, right? I'm not sure if you've heard some funny sounds. I'm not sure if I did share. I have not heard the sound, but I've also coded this. I'm going to show you one second. So remember the payouts, the one that we got was around 90 something, 97, around there, right? See on the left here, right here, I have, even though you're not going to understand too much of this, but just look at this. So I have, I'm saying here when the lower payout is greater than 95%, and then when the higher payout is greater than 95%, send me a signal, right? So what this does here, this is like a code that's does this first part that I showed you, this one here. So this program, this little program I wrote right here, what it does is it goes to this binary platform and does what? And looks at and checks these percentages. It's going to scroll to a different one and look at another pair. And whenever it finds one greater than, there's a payout that's greater than 95%, like just like I said here. If it's greater than 95%, then it's going to give me a signal, right? So this will it's going to ring. So even if I'm just not paying attention, I'm not looking at this platform here manually, this thing can just check the percentages for me. Then once I get the trade, I then come back to see, okay, which trade is it? And then I go into this. Okay, we lost another one. So okay, the market is just not okay. And also, since we are like in the first hour, just after it's usually not a very good time to trade binary options because of this, right? But that comes with just like I said, there will be some losing trades, but you want to martingale just once. Do not go in like once, twice, because you'll end up losing. Maybe there's something that's really pushing the market in that particular direction. So you don't want to go again or twice at most. And if it doesn't work out, then it's fine. You make back your money on another pair. So what I will do is this. I will also, even though we did not speak about this, I will try and make this because right now it's just code and I run it on the background. Like I said, I haven't really given this to anyone. So try and package this up for you, and then I'll send it to you so that's okay. Maybe let me do this. Let me. I'm going to pause the screen sharing one for a second, and then I'll share again. But this time around, I'm going to share with the sound, so that you may hear the sound. Now I'm sharing the sound. Okay, since I'm sharing the sound, whenever right now, it's EuroCAD. It's only the higher payouts is 94% on EuroCAD, so it won't give us a sound. It's only going to give us the sound if the payout is greater than 95%. So, but EuroCAD should be having something. Let's go to Euro. Okay, so now as you can see, the market is now going in our favor here, but it took longer this time because I think we martingale like 2 times here because our first martingale here was wrong, and then the second one was wrong. So now, okay, no, this is the second one. Yeah, but it's only because we've just entered the New York session. So you want to avoid times where there's too much volatility in the market, right? But I think this should be this is going to bring back the account to what we started with and plus some profits. Yeah. This should be, because once the market turns around, it turns around with some high momentum. You will see this will be as you saw on some on the other screenshots on the group. Okay, now that's the sound I'm speaking about, right? So
Okay.
that's the sound. Did you hear the sound?
Yeah, I heard it at the beginning also.
Nice. So look at it's saying here on Euro GBP we have some selling potential. So now let's look at Euro, and we already agree with that because we are already buying GBP here. But even though we haven't seen the Euro GBP, but we already understand that. So let's look at Euro GBP. So now let's say I wasn't paying attention. It just said we have a sell trade here. So I just DX has already crossed there, and my red line has already been on the. Okay, let me show you. Enter in for I need it to be below the green for me to enter here. So maybe it's gonna go up just. Okay, it's okay. I think we should enter here. Okay, let me go back to 50. Okay, so now our trades are coming in. Okay, I just took a trade on Euro GBP. If you had the sound, so I'm just going to try and package this up for you, and then I'll send this so that you can get some. So you can get when you're not looking at the market, right? Okay, so look now the red line is below the green line, so now it's the right time to enter as well. You can also try out this trade, right? I've already entered this trade, so
you mean Euro GPY,
yeah,
Euro GBP?
Yes, Euro GBP. We are selling Euro GBP. And
I don't know why, but
okay,
on a
it
trade,
seems like
it takes me from 4 to 6 seconds to place the trade on any currency. Only on composites, it works fantastic. But on the others, it takes me from 4 to 6 seconds to place the trade.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I heard you there. You said what?
On a link
What did you say about?
it takes me from 4 to 6 seconds to get the trade on the screen.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll look into that for you, right? Just not going. Okay, it turned around quickly. We are in the money for like a couple of. Okay, let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, for 5 minutes, and then in the last 3 minutes, it's going against us. So this is telling me that there's something pushing the market at this time. Usually, I don't trade around this time because this is when news events and all that. So I wanted to show you so you can see it in action, right? Maybe if you can look at the calendar, maybe there's something on the Forex calendar that's about to happen, maybe at 3:30 or whatever, right? So, but it doesn't matter. When you see this, just know that's okay. I should stay away from the market just until maybe just do you.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at Invest Bull, but it's for Canadian. It's not for US.
Exactly. So when you see something like this, you'd obviously want to go and right, or just schedule your trading in the times where the market is not as violent as it is right now, right? Like maybe early during the London session, or my best times is after the London session closes, right? That was 5 people about in the group. Remember I said we're gonna come back at around 5
So it's GMT
my
or which
time,
one is?
right? There's some Canadian news right now. Yeah. So yeah, so we shouldn't be in about 15 minutes there'll be some high impact news in the market. So for that reason, we should be staying out of the market, right? But after once the London session closes, that's the perfect time to actually trade this.
But
And
during the Asian time?
so I'm done with this program. I'm going to send it to you so that it gives you the signals when you're not paying attention to the derived.
But the Asian time?
Pardon?
Asian session? The Asian session.
That's the best time actually. I'm not sure if you're awake around that time. For me, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning. But the Asian session, the Asian market is the best time. And here's the one other reason
I
why
can
I
catch an
love
hour of it,
all-in
an hour
trade.
two of it. So you can catch 1 or 2
Okay.
hours out of it. And if you're making 5 good, if you're making 5 good or 6 good deals,
Yes.
then it's okay. You can quit for a day. So
Yeah, sure. So yeah, if you can, if you are able to trade the Asian session, that will be the best times actually. And also you would notice that maybe on other brokers like IQ Option and all the others, during the Asian markets, they usually close these pairs here. Like you can't trade GBP J4,
no,
right, as we are doing right now. Reopen around this time is the OTC market, right? But because around the Asian market, the market is really quiet, right? So it becomes easier to predict short-term moves for us binary traders. So with this strategy, if you can wake up around Asian session, that will be the best. But anywhere from the close of the London session all the way to the Asian session, that's going to be the best time, because the market has usually died down. Right now, the London session is open and it coincided with it's really volatile in the market right now. But once the London session closes, at least that's when you have a chance.
okay, so this ADX, it's not compulsory that it goes from the bottom of offlines to up.
I'm sorry, I'm
Do we
really
look at this or
bad. But luckily I recorded the session, so I can send this to you. I'm gonna send the recording to you, or I'm just gonna upload it on YouTube and then send you the link so you can download it. Because I think it's not gonna send this since it's too long. And then what I'm going to do is we can just talk here on Telegram. We can just chat whatever questions that you have. Just text me, and then I'm going to answer them.
Okay.
I'm really bad.
Okay.
All right. Cheers, man. So that's it. And then just practice this, and then just text me any question
Okay.
that you
Thank you
have.
very much. Have a good day.
And then maybe if you are trading the Asian session, we can trade it together, maybe via Zoom, maybe tomorrow or something.
Okay. We'll just keep in touch and see how we can manage it. Okay. Have a good day. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Cheers, man. No problem. Bye.
How accent was that?
This guy is from. Oh, no.